Hey everybody, it's Rude Dog Outdoors. Got something new to show you. I haven't been able to get out much. I've been really busy around the homestead here. Got a lot of work to do. Worked the fair last week. I think I might have said that in the other video. The wife and the son work at the fair. So I just really haven't had a whole lot of time to get out. I did one overnight out back, testing out the hammock with a sleeping pad in it. If you don't know that, see the video previous to this. And I showed you in that video that I got something new, came in the mail, but I wasn't able to test it. Well, what I did was I set the hammock here out in the front yard. It's the only place close to the house that I can set up the hammock. It's actually hooked up to a little swing set on one side and a tree on the other. And here it is. This is what I wanted to show. The Snugpak. Let's see, we getting that in frame. Snugpak Under Blanket. Now, my understanding was, a lot of people reviewed this. I saw a lot of videos on YouTube last year reviewing this product and a couple of other products. And a lot of complaints. One of the biggest one was that these tabs were pulling out, were ripping on this blanket when you would get in, and the other one was they weren't giving very good instructions. They fixed that. The instructions, they sent a very nice glossy, 8x9, 8x10, whatever. Set of instructions with pictures, blown up, something you can keep, hang on to, and being the typical American male, threw it right out in the garbage. Why did I do that? They finally answered the call. Well, I didn't really like the way that they were going to have it set up anyway. The way I saw it, they wanted you to do it was to take these main strings out to a tree, tie them off around a tree, and then hang these on the hammock. And I wasn't crazy about that. I caught a video by a guy named Sarge Vining. I think it's Texas Hammock Works is a subtitle of his channel. Anyway, he did a really cool modification, simple modification on how to hang this with your hammock, and I did a variant of what he showed on his video. I'll put a link below to that video. It's about the Snugpak Under Blanket and how to hang it, and then minor modifications on how to hang it better. So it was a real good video. I watched it 4 or 5 times so that I got all the details right. And let's just try and show you here. I gotta bring you this way a little bit and zoom you in. Alright. First off, well, we did actually, I'll take this off. Yeah, I'm not getting that in frame, am I? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I zoomed in too much. Got really good zoom on this camera. I'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, I just got a cheap carabiner, and what I did was I ran the 2 shock cords through a cinch buckle right there. Ran both shock cords through the cinch buckle and just put a cheap carabiner on it. I'm out of frame again. So let me zoom this back out, guys. I zoomed in way too much. There we go. Ta-da! Put a cheap carabiner on that. And what I do is I bring the cheap beaner to the carabiner that's on my hammock suspension, and then I can take these shock cords with the toggle on there, there's cinch button and pull them through. You getting that? Yeah, I am. Pull them through, pull them tight. Basically just adjust their tension so that it pulls the blanket up under the hammock and everything kind of levels out. Then, let me see, gotta move the camera a little bit, guys. Yeah, way up there. Alright. Now, these are, oh, and by the way, those are the bungee cords that run through. They run through the entire hammock. I'm not sure if they gave you bungee cords last year. I'm getting mixed reports. I think they either gave you bungee cords or they gave you paracord. And the paracord might have been the reason I was ripping out the tabs. I'm not entirely clear on that. Anyway, the first paracord that's on the carabiner, that runs all the way through a channel in the blanket. Now these secondary, sorry about the chicken screaming. Quiet down, ladies. I think I just made him madder. What Sarge did was he put a couple of cord locks on these. These are just on some tabs at the end of the hammock. He put a couple of cord locks on these, and then he said you use a small S-beaner on them. I found that I could get away. Oh yeah, and then we looped it through a prusik knot, which is on my ridgeline. I found that I could just put the cord lock on there all by itself, and the prusik knot, the prusik hitch rather, was enough. The cord lock was big enough to just hold it right into place. However, what I decided to try out was some mini figure 9 carabiners. These are by Night Eyes. If you're not aware of these, I used them on my tarp on the last setup, on the last video. Really handy. I don't know why everybody always buys the big ones. These are, I don't know. I don't know what they weigh. I'm not a big, I don't pay a lot of attention to weight, but they're really light. They're very small. You can see they're not very large. Anyway, works great with shock cord. I put one of these on here, take the one shock cord off of one side, and well, let me go back. Do this again. What you do is put the shock cord on the wide side of the figure 9 carabiner, pull it till you're happy with the tension, and wrap it around. There's teeth on this other side that you can't see because it's too far away. But anyway, you get the picture. That's what you wind up with. Now, I like this. However, there's another tool that Night Eyes makes called the Cam Jam. And I have a couple of those. I have them for 3/16 up to 3/16 cord. I use it on the shock cord. Let me get in picture here. I use it on the shock cord that I put on the bug net of the other hammock. I run all the way around. I use one of those. I really like it because it lets you, I put a loop on one end, I run it all the way around, and then I got a carabiner that clips into the loop, and then I have infinite adjustability with that shock cord, with that Cam Jam. It just slips in and knots in. I didn't bring one out. I should have. I'm sorry. Anyway, look it up. Night Eyes Cam Jam. They're plastic. They're very light. There's a smaller one, which I didn't know. There's a smaller size. I'm sorry. I can't see myself at all, guys. Here, let me see. Yeah, I'm in camera. All right. Where was I? Oh, Cam Jam. The size that I have, there's actually a smaller size than the ones that I got. I bought the ones I got at Tractor Supply. Came as a pair. I found some on eBay that a guy was selling dirt cheap, right around $4.50, I think it was. Well, I bought two sets. It was $9.32 with shipping. for 2 pairs, which is 4. So, you know, very inexpensive, very lightweight. So I ordered a set of those, and that's what I'm going to use. And if it works out on 2 of these, I'm going to order 4 more. That's going to bring me up to $19-ish, you know, a little less than $19. And I'm going to use that on all my shock cords on this. I think for the weight, for what they weigh, and just keep them as part of the blanket system, keep them on there permanent, I think it's really going to be a great addition to this blanket. Now, all the hanging parts aside, let me tell you, I love this thing. This was perfect, absolutely perfect. I used it 2 nights. I slept out here. The first one night got down to right about 50 degrees, not super cold, but it was interesting because I slept in my skivvies. I slept in just a pair of cotton boxers. Used the MSS green bag like I did before. Totally stayed warm underneath me. Actually got cold on top, which tells me I didn't have enough clothing on, which I kind of expected and was part of why I did that. I'm only right outside my house. I figured I'm sleeping, you know, I'm going to sleep in some boxers and a t-shirt, and I get cold. I'm 30 feet from the front door, and I slept till 5 in the morning. I got up at 5 expecting that it was going to be more like 3. So I slept the whole night, and I slept the whole night well. I was comfortable, no aches, no pains. When I got up, went in the house, made a cup of coffee, and I went to work for the day, you know, around here. I get days hit and miss where you know, I'm down and out, and I can't do anything. Actually, yesterday, we were doing some work around here day before yesterday. Wanted to pick up where we left off yesterday. I woke up with a screaming migraine from the compressed discs in my neck, and I couldn't do anything. It hurt just to look out the window. Wound up taking a migraine medication that I have, which knocks the living daylights out of me, and I napped. You know, I wound up napping. Actually came out here. It was too hot for the blanket, but I came out here and laid in the hammock with me and my dog, and napped for 2 or 3 hours out here. Anyway, believe me when I tell you, if you have back problems, if you have pain and joint problems, arthritis, I can't think, guys. My head don't work great all the time. But if you have joint problems and pain, if you have constant pain problems, and you're wondering about getting back to camping again, you got to consider doing a hammock. You just gotta. You owe it to yourself to try it out. Let me get the camera back on this setup. I'm gonna finish it up. Zoom back out here. All right. Like I was showing you down that end, I cinched everything up. I'm gonna do the same right here. I'm just doing this one with the little cord locks on there. Prusik hitch up on the line. I'm not sure if I'm in camera, but Prusik hitch does a fine job of holding that together. The hammock, this is the non-bug net hammock that I got from, I might as well throw this out there, GearBest. $13, guys, $13 for this hammock, and I love it. I absolutely love it. For a non-bug net, 13 bucks. I'm really happy. I'll get into this in another video. The blanket, Snugpak blanket. Oh, I didn't finish the story too, so let me put this back around this way so you can see what's going on. So the story was they stopped shipping these items, these hammock items, some other items into the U.S. I guess they tweaked it. They heard, let me put it this way, the YouTubers that complained and had problems, had tears, had tabs pulling out, they heard them. They heard them the instructions to. They heard them, they addressed them, they fixed them. I wasn't able to get this, and believe me, actually last year when I was looking at it, I could get one pretty cheap, but I said, you know, with all the problems people were having, I'm not going to get it till now. Because they weren't coming into the US, I figured they must have been doing improvements. I'd like to give a nod to Leo over at the Irish Zombie Nation. He just did a review on the inner blanket, hammock blanket. He confirmed what I suspected, that they stopped shipping them to the US. They made some tweaks, they made some improvements, and the ones that are coming in now, which I waited a month for this. I ordered it in July, and I didn't get it till just the end of August. Actually, just a week ago. I keep sidetracking myself, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not having a great day in the old cranium. This is the improved version. Long story short, he confirmed my suspicions that they made improvements on these, and I'm really happy with this. So I wanted to let you know, great product. I think I paid right around $46, $47 for it, which is the cheapest price you're going to find a under quilt, under blanket for a hammock. It's just, that's ridiculously low. When I get the cam jams, the little cam jams, I'm going to do another video. I am going to try to use this on a hammock with a bug net. I'm actually going to try it with the Snugpak bug net hammock, mosquito hammock that I have. I want to see if the configuration that I'm going to attempt is going to work with the bug net. I don't want, you know, I like to spread the bug net out. I make spreader bars for it. I want to see if that's all going to work with the other under blanket. But you know, I slept really well out here with this. No bug net. Didn't have bug issues. The temperatures got pretty damn low that night. I did have a tarp over me, and I got it pulled back right now, but it was, you know, A-frame set up over the hammock, and it was nice. The only thing that really kept me it woke me up during the night was my damn rabbits are only about 50 feet away. My wife's rabbits are only about 50 feet away, and the tick of the water bottles, and every once in a while they hear a noise and they bang, they kick the cages, and they were doing that all night long. I didn't know they would do that all night long. And I hate rabbits, I really do. They're great for meat, guys, I get that, but boy, you know, they're a pain when they're not a necessity. Anyway, I better wrap this up. It looks like we got some weather getting to roll in here. 2 big thumbs up for the Snugpak. The improvements they've made looks good to me, guys. If anybody from Snugpak sees this video, very good, excellent product. I'm really happy. I'm probably going to try the over blanket next. Anyway, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe if you're not if you haven't subscribed. Share on social media. If things keep going the way they're going, which, you know, every time I put a video out, I seem to get a couple more subscribers. I'm gonna do, well, one thing I'm gonna do for sure, don't know when, but I'm gonna do a giveaway. And I'm not really a reviewer, but I get people that want me to review stuff. They see stuff in my adventure videos and they want to know more about it. So I might try and do some reviews, at least kind of the way I did with this. I got a cook set I'm going to do a review on today if I have time before the rain comes. Anyway, I said all the stuff I got to say. Guys, get outside. What are you watching me for, huh? Go have a good time.